It's Kitchen Courses with Kate and Eric.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What's going on?
So, we are back with a new cocktail recipe for...
Love a good cocktail recipe.
I know you do. We actually have a guest star for this series. So she is not in the cocktail episode, but stay tuned and check out next week's episode so you can see who our lovely guest star is. This series of recipes is more Asian inspired, and so when looking for a cocktail recipe, I was looking for some different flavor profiles to be inspired by the Asian food that I know I love: Thai and Vietnamese food, Chinese food, Japanese food. So this is taking on more of, I guess I would say, more of like a kind of a Thai profile.
If I'm super basic and I just like vodka with a mixer, will I still like this?
You will still like this, Eric, because there's a lot of sweetness and there are herbal, or I'm going to call them herbal notes that you won't necessarily be able to identify, but it'll taste yummy.
I like yummy.
Good. Okay. So what did we decide to call this one?
This is the Luscious Spicy Mango Sipper.
Love it. I love it. So we are going to we're going to actually start with a shaker, and we are making...
Not a shake weight.
No, not a shaker weight. Do you have one?
No.
Then why do you, like, where did that come from?
Because I mentioned it earlier.
You just gave away who our guest star is.
Wow. I'll cut it out.
Okay, so not a shake weight, but a shaker, and we're gonna make enough for 4 cocktails. So we are gonna start with...
I love when guests come over for cocktails.
I know. Yeah, you and Will are like the best hosts ever. Like, you're the hostesses with the mostesses. Is that right? No.
The hosts with the most?
The hosts with the most. Yes. I would be the hostess. Okay, so we're gonna start with...
Maybe next time we'll show off our new kitchen.
Will and Eric are redoing their kitchen, and from photos it looks absolutely amazing.
Come over later.
Oh, am I? Sure. Okay, so we have jalapeno. So we're gonna put 4 little half slices of jalapeno.
Is that so the flavor can get infused and it's not going to end up in the final drink?
Correct. We're gonna muddle it. So muddling is when you take something with kind of a... You can actually muddle on either side.
Plate.
Yeah, so
really.
Muddling is just like breaking down. You muddle it, you break down whatever vegetation, or, you know, to make a mojito, you take mint and you muddle it.
Ruined my line.
Sorry. You take
If you're basic, you might know muddling from mojitos.
Muddling for mojitos. So we have 4 slices of jalapeno, and we're gonna add 4 just little slices of ginger. And then we are going to add, again, this is for 4 people, we're going to add some agave nectar. So we're going to do 2 ounces of agave, and that's going to add a little bit of sweetness. So when you have a spicy element, you often want to have a bit of a sweet element to balance it out.
If you're in a pinch and you don't have agave, could you just use simple syrup instead?
Yes, you might want to cut down on the simple syrup, but you would want to play with that, but you certainly could. You could add honey.
Oh, even better.
Yes. We're gonna add 2 ounces of freshly squeezed lime juice. And then, because this is mango lusciousness, we are going to actually add 4 ounces of mango nectar.
What aisle does someone find mango nectar in?
I found this in the kind of Hispanic Latino section of the grocery store. Is that 3? 4. Okay. I'm hoping that was 4. Okay.
That was 4.
So you're actually gonna take, so I like to muddle the juice, the lime juice, mango nectar, and agave with the jalapeno and the ginger before I add the alcohol. I don't really think there is a reason why, so you can ask me, but I don't know. But I like to just kind of crush up and get kind of those fruit flavors and kind of the spicy into the mixture before I add the liquor.
If you don't have a muddler, is there something else you could use, like a wooden spoon? Would that work?
Yeah, you can use a wooden spoon. That would work. the back, like the back end of a spoon sometimes might be better because you really want to try to break it down.
Okay. Or just go buy a muddler.
Or just go buy a muddler. Okay. So muddle, muddle, muddle. Okay, and so you can't see this on camera, but can you see how that kind of broke everything down?
Okay.
Okay. So now we are going to actually add 4 ounces of mango vodka.
I love vodka.
I know.
It's my first vodka of the day. That is a total fallacy.
I actually am adding a little bit of rum, and the rum kind of cuts some of the sweetness. So 2 of the rum, and again, this is for 4 people. So okay, so we're taking some just ice, and we're gonna shake it. Do you want to do the honors?
Like a Polaroid picture?
Yeah, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hold the
I
top
guess
on
I
there.
am the photographer.
You are the photographer.
What year is that from? 2008?
It's a while ago. Shake it like a
I love my old references.
You're doing so well.
It's
See,
very
my
cool.
reference would be Cocktail, which is even older.
I've only seen that once, and it was terrible. I mean, young Tom Cruise, yes please, but the plot of that movie is lacking.
To be honest, it's been a while since I've seen that, but I love Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Shue in that movie. Okay, I think you're good. So you can. So we tried this a couple of ways. We tried this just straight in a martini glass, and I tried it with some club soda, and I tried it just over ice. And so based on kind of the kind of the flavors, it works. We decided it works best over some ice. Okay. So here we go. So to garnish these up, I just am gonna do a little lime, and then based on the recipes that are coming in the next set of recipes, we have these little red peppers, and so you can warn your guests not to actually eat them, but I think they just look so pretty to kind of garnish on top. And they also let people know that there's like gonna be a little heat and spice to the drink. And if they get it, it's just a fun surprise. You're going for the one with the 2 spices?
Oh, Chin
Chin
chin.
chin! Cheers.
So smooth.
So what do you think? Like Eric's at a loss for words. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I mean, I kind of wanted to drink the whole thing.
That doesn't need to be a weekly occurrence. No, so
Oh. That ginger really kicks in at the back end.
but do you taste the jalapeno like at the front? Like there's almost like a very like, it is, like I'm gonna just call it like an herbaceous. There's like an herbaceous note at the forefront, and then you take a little bit, do you taste a little bit of the ginger at the end?
Yes.
Yes.
The ginger is really kicking in.
Really? Okay. Good. Good. Maybe good. Good. And so you can understand, like, cutting it with a little bit of the rum kind of lessens some of that sweetness that you get from the mango nectar and the mango vodka.
Correct.
Yeah. So do you think this is a good sipper? Like a sip? It's like more.
Yes,
more
I
of
am
a-
sipping this cocktail.
It's like a good sipper drink, right? So before the great food that we have coming up in kind of some future episodes, you can kind of sip this at the beginning of like kind of your dinner party and then switch to some like nice white wine. But this is just like a fun way to start the meal.
So spicy.
This is too spicy?
It's starting to burn my lips.
So different people have different heat profiles. So if you have friends or family who you're inviting over and they are not into spice, then you can offer a nice gin and tonic. You could also do, I'm trying to think, like I feel like a gin and tonic would go well with this meal. Or
What about a Qui-Gon Gin Fizz?
I don't know what that is, but that sounds lovely. It wasn't a Qui-Gon gin fizz.
It's a gin fizz, but with a green onion stalk in it to act as the green lightsaber of Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
So I'm taking that back.
You can
Don't
find a lovely
serve
photo
a
of it.
Qui-Gon gin fizz with this dinner. But if you want to just have a regular old gin and tonic, I say go for that.
Maybe Comic-Con's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, then it would be a good drink. It's all about timing and all about context, right?
If you like syrupy drinks, get off our channel. But send your friends.
We don't look to alienate anyone. Anybody who likes a good cocktail is welcome.